Ladies and gentlemen, guess whose birthday it is? This guy. It's my birthday. I want to welcome you to episode number 5 of the Daily Show with DanRam. This is the show where I try to bring a little bit of positivity and a little bit of happiness in what is otherwise a very dark time. But today is extra special because it is my birthday. 34 years ago, in a hospital in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, I was born. And I have remained breathing ever since for 34 years. And here I am now connecting with you through the interweb. Tequila Shop. Guys, thank you so much. Japtek, happy birthday, sir. Tequila Shop is out in the US. Japtek is in India. Anoop, happy birthday, dude. Oh, thank you so much. Jer is my graphic designer on the DanRam team. He is in Spain right now. So excited for the live today. Oh, this is so awesome. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for a special edition of this DanRam Live. I'm going to read out Benita's comment, but before that, I'm going to tell you what today's focus is on. A lot of people have told me, Dan, you're always so positive. You're always so cheerful. You're always so joyful, even when circumstances are difficult. And my answer is yes, that is true. And then the question is how? And that's what I want to talk about today. Today, I want to talk about how do you protect joy in the midst of chaos. So today's theme is how do you protect joy in the midst of chaos. I want to share a couple thoughts on how you can carve out and curate a little bit of joy in your life, even when things are really difficult. And I've also got some special friends. The two people I have today are incredible vocalists, but more than that, they're incredible human beings. These are kind, generous, loving, servant-hearted, ambitious, peaceful, blissful, joyful human beings. And I cannot wait because they mean so much to me. And even though we are miles and miles and miles apart, thousands of miles apart, I'm so glad they decided to join me on my live. But I've also got my little sister joining me because it is my birthday edition and she's all the way in Ecuador. So we're going to go to her right now and let's see how this connection is. Debbie, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Hello.
Hello, you're on the show, Debbie.
Hello.
This, I can hear myself in the background. Clearly, you are playing the show somewhere in the house in a 10-second delay. Where
Happy
are
birthday.
you?
I'm in Tana, Ecuador.
And I'm in India, so we are very far away from each other. But yesterday you did something really special. You started off my entire birthday with something. What did you do?
I just picked like 5 of your closest friends and I had them all get on a group chat or a Zoom call at midnight for you and surprised you.
It was a surprise because I'm used to doing Zoom calls all day long. And I was like, oh, it's Debbie calling. Yeah, as always, because we play online games together and like Pictionary and Uno and all this stuff. So like, okay, maybe another game day. And then I see like my friends' faces. I'm like, is this a problem? Swipe. What's going on? I realized they were all there for me. And so that was really special. Debbie has always loved throwing parties. In our house, we're all good organizers. Mom is really good with the hospitality and cooking meals. Dad's really good with the conversations and the logistics. I love setting things up. So I'll spend a lot of time setting up the tables and the chairs and all of that. And Debbie loves throwing surprise parties. She always throws surprise parties, even in countries that she doesn't live in. She'll literally come and visit for 2 weeks in Ireland and then throw a surprise party for me, which she did a couple years ago. And this whole virtual thing is not slowing her down. She's still throwing surprise parties. Deb, stick around for the show. I'm going to remove you from the screen for now. But
happy birthday. I'll be watching.
Thank you. All right. So we've got a few more messages that are coming in. Joseph Van den Akker says, happy birthday, Danny. from the begging till now, always the encourager. I'm gonna go. He wanted to say from the beginning till now, always the encourager. Excited for your birthday bash. Ironic because he's an English teacher, but he means so much to me. Daniel, happy birthday, Dan. Keep up the energizing way of life. Absolutely. And like I said, today we're going to talk about how to protect joy in the midst of chaos. Oh, Benita is so special. Benita House says, happy birthday, loving God and loving people, from Ireland to India and all the way to Phoenix, Arizona. I met Benita. Can we go back to Benita for a second? I met Benita in Ireland. We went to the same church, and I had this dream to organize a Christmas concert in India. And little did I know that she worked for like one of the top departments at Microsoft. Just such a gentle, unassuming woman. And she got her Microsoft team to help me on my little project in India. That is the kind of character that Benita is. So thank you so much, Benita. And if you ever want to talk to someone who's just a wizard in the brain, who can help you like figure out complex problems or figure out complex projects, Benita is the person. Like I said, on these shows, I want to give shout outs and I want to connect people. So let's add a few more people. Let's see if we can make a few more connections over here. A bunch of people are saying happy birthday. I think we have a record number of people who are watching from around the world. Angela, happy birthday from the Carolinas, Daniel. The Quinn family misses you. I miss all you guys as well. Just so you guys know, Angela and her family are incredible. These guys work all year round to bring joy and hope and love to people in another country, in Haiti, and also another country all the way in Ghana. I'm involved in a fundraiser they do every year, but they work all year round to bring joy and love and hope. This is an incredible family. Again, if any of you are in the Carolinas and you want to do something generous and kind around the October, November time, I'll be there doing a fundraiser with this family. And honestly, it's just a family and good friends that pour into lives of hundreds of people. Ashling Carabini, Ashling and my next guest have duetted a whole bunch. But Ashling says, happy birthday, DanRam. Have a fab day. She's an amazing, amazing singer in Ireland. In fact, we have so many amazing singers from Ireland joining us today. My dad is also in the house, and he's going to be joining me very soon. The Keelish Shop says, happy birthday from Maryland. Have a great day. Thank you for all your encouraging content. You go, DanRam. So the Keelish Shop, just so you guys know, again, making connections. If ever you're driving and you realize you've lost your keys, the keyless shop will basically make replacement keys at like 1/10 the price of going to the original people. And it's all like legal, right? I would never promote something illegal here on the show, but they work across the US. And so for any Americans out there, instead of contacting Volvo or contacting, what's an American brand, Pops? Car brand. Land Cruiser, Land Rover, all those big guys, you can go to the keyless shop and they will hook you up. And they're amazing, good entrepreneurs. I met them in Zimbabwe. We were just classmates back then. Not the shop, but the human that runs the shop, obviously. We've got so many, many comments. But can I bring on my first guest, please? Because I love music and it's my birthday. And so I'm going to have my first guest, and then I'm going to have my dad come and talk about joy. How do you protect, create, curate joy in the midst of chaos? So first up, please welcome the wonderful RJ Maxwell, otherwise known as Real One. How are you, Real One?
Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Dan? I'm good.
Oh man, I am so happy to see your face. You are an entrepreneur, you are a singer, you are a friend, you are a worshiper, you are a dad, you are a husband. You are so many things. Thank you so much for taking some time out to join me on the show. One of the things I like about you is you are a happy, gentle giant. On this camera, you look small, but you are a massive human being. You are tall, you are huge, and everyone can see you, but you're always beaming. Can you share, because today's theme is how to protect joy in the midst of chaos. I mean, this thing that's happening in the world is affecting you as well, but how do you keep smiling, man? Why are you so happy right now? What's the secret you're doing?
First of all, I got to say happy birthday to you again, Dan, man. It's a pleasure to join you on the show today.
Thank you.
I'm also actually repping the DanRam colors. You can see the red and black. As to why, how do I keep smiling, man? I know like, there's so many negativity in the world, naturally, but there's also a lot of positivity we can draw from. For me, I try to enjoy life on a single daily basis. Enjoy the little things, enjoy a meal, enjoy family time, enjoy music with friends, enjoy the gospel. There's so many things that you can draw positivity from, and I particularly always reflect back to the likes of music and a bit of gospel sometimes to keep me aligned and keep me focused. There's a saying that says, if you have a problem, can you do anything about it? If you can, do it. If you cannot, why are you worried about, or if you have a problem, can you do something about it? No, you can't. So why are you worried? At the end of the day, all you can do is to, draw from the inner strength of your own positivity and reflect that onto others. Life is so short. We don't have much time to spend. So why spend 1 minute being sad or being negative about something particular? So that's my view on how I look at things. And I try to keep as happy as possible, as positive as possible, and allow that to reflect on the people around me.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. And I agree with so much of what you said over there. One of the things that brings me joy is when you sing. And we have a rich history of you singing. Is there a uplifting song that you'd be willing to sing for us on the show?
Funny that you say. So I was actually thinking when I woke up this morning, one song came to heart, and it's "One Love" by Bob Marley. Why that song? Because there's so many, people that are divided at the moment. We cannot visit families. We cannot see each other physically, and we're all, subjected to video calls and all that. But it's a good way as well to actually show love to the people that you care about. So I have here my little piano. I'm gonna try, maybe, to give you a song.
All right, man. The stage is yours, or the platform is yours. Take it away, man.
Okay. One love, one love. Let's get together. Feel alright. So one love. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Say, let them all pass and go. There remains one love. There is one question I really love to ask. Is there a place for the homeless sinner who have no one place? But the Father of creation saying, one love, oh, one love. Let's get together and feel alright. Yeah, one love. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. All together now, say, one love, one love. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright.
All right. Woo!
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you so very much. You were singing and people were commenting going, love this song. This guy can sing. That is so true. You can't just sing, you can sing. I mean, that was amazing. I'm going to put you on the spot, but not right now. So don't leave the live stream, but I'm going to give you the kitchen challenge. I'm going to ask you to sing one of my favorite songs without a piano, just your voice. All right? So you can keep watching all these amazing comments of people celebrating your amazing voice. Mr. Funky Felix is the guitarist out in Germany. Jesse John, wonderful singer, RJ, amazing, amazing voice over here. But thank you so much for joining, and don't go anywhere. We will have you back on the show for the challenge, okay?
Right.
Excellent. All right. So I have forgotten in the excitement of everything going on that I always give a little bit of a challenge to you guys. And I'm loving all these messages that are coming in. I mean, as these names pop up, I am just celebrating the incredible diversity of my community. I have to say, one of the things that gives me joy is connections, people. And I know that this situation in the world right now is trying to steal that from us. And those of you who follow me on social media know that I resisted this word social distancing, because I think it's physical distancing at the best, but social enhancing. I'm loving that we can live stream together like this and talk to you and connect. I mean, as I go through the names, I can see that there's some people from Morocco, from South Africa, from Portugal, from Spain, from many different parts of the US. I can see all these comments here, and depending on the platform that you're on, you will see some of the comments as well. So thank you so much for bringing joy through your comments, through your messages. It really, really means so much to me. Alex Bryant over here. So hold on to this one. Again, I'd love to do some matchmaking. Alex Bryant used to do some work for Oprah and works with some of the biggest names in Hollywood. But what I love about this guy is he's genuine and he's real. I started following him because he used to do like acts of kindness to people. Every year for his birthday, he would make a list of people that he just wanted to surprise and show love to. And he would go around just serving other people. I mean, a guy who has so much power, so much access, so much impact at a mass level to care about individuals. That's the kind of guy Alex is. And he's always been so supportive. So I want to give a shout out to Alex. And again, if you just want to follow someone who is inspiring in the little as much as in the big, make sure you follow Alex. I'm going to get my dad on to share a little bit on this topic of how to curate joy in the midst of chaos. Please give a hand to my dad, who will take my seat. Ta-da!
Hello. Well, I would never like to take Dan's seat because that belongs only to him and him alone. Well, for a few moments, I'll just only share a little bit about joy. Now, based on my own experience, I could only tell you this. Joy is internal, and the happiness is from an external. Joy is an attitude, and the happiness is only a response to the external factors. As a result, I would only say the joy comes from two important things. One, who I am. Number two, what I have. If I cherish who I am, if I cherish what I have, and these things will be filled in your life, filled in my life, that nothing that I need from outside to fill that one. All that I am and all that I have is what gives me the real joy. My position, all that I have, that nothing is going to take away, nothing that is going to add. So when I am filled with this, who I am, the worth of the person that I am, when I cherish what I have, how I have received everything that is so full, that is enough. I have experienced that kind of a joy, no matter what happens outside. This, who am I and what I have, these two factors, when I'm fully content with what I am and what I have, that is good enough. That is the one that gives me joy all the time. Thank you.
Ta-da! Isn't that amazing? That was my dad dropping some gold. Thank you, Pops. Did you forget something? Okay. All right. So that was my dad sharing about joy and what is the difference in joy and happiness, external versus internal. Man. Hey, Mr. Ram. That's right. That is Mr. Ram. All right. So I just want to say we've got some people here. Delphine, who says, where is Delphine's message? Happy birthday, Daniel. Seems like confinement or not, it will be a good one. Absolutely. Thank you so much for this message. We've also got more praise from my dad. Your dad is so awesome. That is so true. I'm going to take a big risk right now because this next person, she's amazing. I don't know what else to say except that she's amazing. Again, not just her voice, because everyone knows Real One can sing, but it wasn't just his voice. I mean, you meet the guy, you connect with the guy. He is a genuine good man. And this next person, No, she isn't just a big voice. She's a big heart. She's big on insights. She's big on caring and love. I mean, she is amazing, amazing. So please welcome Miss No. How are you? I think we have the internet working for now. No. Where are you right now? Can you hear us? And please answer that question. So she can hear us in segments. There's a delay because she's clearly responding and laughing to something I'm saying. So maybe she can't hear it. So I'm going to type out the question to her. All right. So I'm going to say, what is the question I'm asking? How do you protect joy in the midst of chaos? All right. So we'll see if we can get her back and answer the question, please. This is a live show. That's what happens when you go live. No is sensational. If you go on YouTube and type in No, literally NONO, prayer, poof, goosebumps all the way, goosebumps. Just to let you know, even when we're doing a little tech test before, it wasn't working that great. That's just the reality of it. So we're going to see because she's out in the country, like the country in Ireland right now. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to give you guys a challenge. All right. So we're going to try to bring her back on again. But here's your riddle for today. All right. I am seeing all your happy birthday messages. Guys, thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. But right now, I want you to comment the answer to this question. So today's riddle, can you write down 8 8s so that they add up to 1,000? All right. So a little math riddle on a Sunday because I'm a nerd. So can you write down 8 8s so that they add up to 1,000? If you can figure that out, then put that in the comment section below and let's see who can get this. All right. So a bunch of people are still praising my dad, who really killed it and dropped some real gold. I can see No back again, so we're going to give another quick test here and see. No, hi. Let's see if she can see us. Okay, we've got a wave.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, which is fantastic. I'm now doing sign language across oceans. She can't hear us, I think. So I am going to maybe text her, or maybe Real One, who is still on the studio. Maybe you can call her and then just translate what I'm saying. That might be an option. So basically, I'm going to ask No the exact same question that I gave Real One, which is, how do you find joy in the midst of chaos? So let's see if she'll pick up the phone while she's live. Alex.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm just wondering, like, how many seconds later she can hear what we're saying. But you know what?
Okay.
If you can hear this, answer this question. How do you protect joy in the midst of chaos? Now we'll test and see how long it takes her to respond to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so how to protect joy in the middle of all the chaos.
Yes.
Go back to basics. For me, this is what quarantine is saying to me. What is most important? What is relevant?
Mm,
Because if you think about it, everything you judge yourself based on sometimes is because of what everybody else is doing and what everybody else
mm,
has. And
mm,
so for me, I felt that quarantine has really been about going back to what made me me and not what everybody else said about me or what everybody I thought was the standard, but truly what was the standard for which God created me? Who am I and what it is that God has created me for? A couple of things about myself is that I love family, I love relationship, I love being around people that add to me, and I love adding to people. And so everything has to stream from that for me. And I love God. So everything has to stream from that for me. So for me, I really believe it's cutting off the external and looking inward, pretty much exactly like your dad said it. Like he nailed it.
nice. That is amazing. Thank you for dropping that gold. And it's true, like go back to basics and the things that you appreciate that are around you all the time, but that you maybe neglect in the rat race and in the chasing of things. Just so you let so that you don't know, because we got like a 10-second delay or so. I'm going to ask you to sing a song that might give us a little bit of joy and hope right now. And whenever you're ready, start singing, and I'll just stop talking because we've got a little bit of a delay. So whenever you hear this prompt, feel free to sing us something that will just bring us a little bit of hope and joy. Because that's one thing that brings me joy is your amazing, amazing voice.
Thank you, Dan, and happy birthday. And hopefully you can hear me because I'm still struggling to hear a little bit of you. I think I heard the last bit which says sing a song. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this song is a song I wrote, and it's called I'll Say a Prayer. And basically it goes, Lord, I'll say a prayer at the start of my journey. Lord, I'll say a prayer in the middle. Lord, I'll say a prayer at the end of my journey, 'cause I know you'll see me through. Oh, I'm depending on you. Oh, I'm depending on you. Yeah. Oh, I'm holding on to you, 'cause I know you'll see me through. I hope you could hear me.
I could hear you perfectly well. That was amazing. And Jesse goes, wow,
Thank you,
no, what
Jesse.
a voice. That is, I mean, I consider it one of the greatest privileges of my life to be surrounded by great singers, but not just great singers, great worshipers. I mean, No sang there with no instruments, just singing to a camera. But she on stage worshiping God is just another level, another level. Alex says, "Wow, wise words and an energized voice. So true." I am going to give both you and Real One a challenge. One of my favorite songs is called "Because He Lives," and so I have given Real One the kitchen challenge. No, I am going to give you the toilet challenge. And so I want both of you to go and find a place and love you to sing that chorus. So I'm going to bring you back onto the show, but I just want to talk to some people here. So go set yourself in the toilet, and then and then we're going to have you sing one of my favorite songs, "Because He Lives." All right. Thanks, No. All right. Andy says, wow, what a beautiful voice and song. I've got goosebumps. You have to check No out on YouTube, No Madolo, also on Spotify. She does have an amazing voice. Ram says, very nice voice. So, yes, I just want to give a shout out to amazing people. Thank you, everyone who's saying happy birthday. I also have noticed that none of you have answered today's riddle, which only means one thing. I have finally found a riddle hard enough that you can't answer. And I consider that success. I want to share for a second from my end, because today's theme is how to find joy in the midst of chaos. And I want to share practically. You know, my whole motto, start now, start simple. So I don't want to hit you with theory. I want to hit you with practically what I do that gives me joy. As you can tell, music brings me joy, which is why either I sing on my show or have people come and sing, because there's something about music that just lifts my mood, whatever is going on. I want to also say that taking time out for myself, it's okay to be selfish with your time. And whether it is playing sport, whether it's reading a book, whether it's sitting in a chair, whether it's making a good cup of tea, whether it's staring outside a window, take time out for yourself. That is a source of joy. I also want to point out that, and this sounds a little bit vain, but dressing nicely, getting my hair done, going for a haircut, these little things bring me joy. So find things that give you joy. But I want to tell you that at the most fundamental level, more than the stuff on the outside like music and haircuts, is God. My dad said this about identity. I want to say proudly that a big part of my identity is joy. It is hard to meet DanRam without joy, because my joy is not waiting. My joy is. My joy does not come from a good meal. It already existed before the meal was placed before me. My joy does not come from a good hug from a friend. It was there already in anticipation for that conversation. My joy doesn't come when I get 1 million views on on this DanRam show. It comes from just knowing that you right now, you are watching. And whether you comment or not, whether I know you're there or not, I just find joy in knowing that you're out there. So for me, joy is just part of my identity. And a big part of that is knowing why I'm here and who created me. And that goes back to my faith. So find the source of your joy. And I think being self-isolated right now is a great time to ask those deeper questions of what brings you joy. How do you find joy? All right, we're gonna get a few more messages over here. So Prem got my whole last name down. Happy birthday, Daniel Ramamurthy. God bless you more and more. Well done, man. You got my full name. So Daniel Ramamurthy is where DanRam came from. Tyler Messenger said, happy birthday. We're going to try to get Tyler and his family to join us from their home in America next week on the show, which would be fantastic. Also, we finally have one daring viewer who has found the answer to our challenge. Pratham, my man, who's my amazing producer here, can you, so the challenge was, how do you arrange 8 eights so that the sum of it equals 1,000? All right, so can you write down 8 eights so that they add up to 1,000? And we have one person who has answered it, my amazing intelligent friend from my Zimbabwe days, Mr. Chris Lanier. If we can put his answer up, please. And there we go. 888 plus 88 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 1,000. Amazing. Well done, Chris. No wonder you're in the business world. 888 plus 88 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 1,000. That is the correct answer. Now, before we wrap up the show for today, there is a song that captures what I just said. My joy comes from my identity. My identity comes from Christ. My joy comes from my identity. My identity comes from Christ. And there's a song that says, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, yes, I know, he holds my future. And this life, even in self-isolation, is worth a living just because he lives. So that is a song that I absolutely love, called Because He Lives. I'm going to give this challenge to Real One and Nono. Nono is having internet issues again, but Real One is here. So Mr. Real One, you are back on the show, brother. So now you're in your kitchen. You're not allowed a piano. You're not allowed any of those safety nets. Here's your challenge. Would you please sing the chorus to Because He Lives for us?
Okay. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. future in my life is worth living just because he lives. Thank you.
Oh, my man, that was absolutely amazing. For a second, what does that song mean to you? Could you share that, please?
So that song actually was one of the first songs I learned as a Christian. So I was actually born into a Muslim family, grew up as a Muslim, got converted years back, years ago. And that song meant so much more than just what the music says, but what the lyric says, that because God lives, whatever circumstance I'm facing, I can actually get through it. Whatever situation I may find myself at that current time, I will get past it. And it just gives me a lot of hope, a lot of faith in God, and a lot of, confirmation that, things will get better. And I have seen it get better over the years. And so for me, it's a testimony that, whatever situation we're going through, be it COVID-19 that we're seeing currently right now, be it, lost families and all that, that things will get better, and we will see better days.
That is so true. Things will get better, and we are going to see better days. Thank you so much. Chris here says, well done. Thank you for rising to the challenge, my man. Real one, stick around. We're going to see if we can get No here. No, you're back live. I know you're looking at your phone right now, but you're being broadcast to the world from your bathroom, and hopefully you can hear us. But I just gave a challenge.
It's so bad.
The internet is really difficult, but I've got a challenge for you. Oh, you're not in your bathroom. That's fine. Wherever you are right now, can you please sing the verse to, or the chorus to Because He Lives? Just, I think it'll really encourage people during this time to find their source of joy in their Creator, and knowing that because He lives, we can make it through anything. So it's coming to her. It is traveling through the interwebs, and it's getting to Ireland right now. And let's see if she can maybe hear it. I'm going to text it to her. Can you please sing?
That was so bad.
Because He lives. Oh, and then she disappeared. This is the struggles of, I guess. Okay, so someone asked this earlier in the comment section, like, what do you mean by the country? Because I'm not referring to like the whole country of Ireland. There's good internet in many parts of Ireland. When I say the country, I mean like the countryside, like far away from cities. That is where she is. The Glorious Church International says, greetings from us in Dublin. Happy birthday, Dan. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this. We've got a bunch of other people saying happy birthday. Ashwarya says, happy birthday, buddy. Thank you so much. We've got some amazing people from different parts of the world who are complimenting our amazing singers. Gary, how it goes? That was fantastic. So thank you guys for your wonderful messages. I'm going to give it one more shot to see. I am live now. If Nona will join us, and if we can get her, that'll be great, because she and I have sung the song Because He Lives in various churches in my Ireland days. I'm actually curious, I know I have some amazing followers who are thinking a lot during this time as well. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you could comment below, how do you find joy in the midst of chaos? I realize that often when I ask for comments, it's like on simpler stuff, but I know that I am so, man, you guys have some profound thoughts, and you really push me and encourage me in my own life. So I just want to ask you guys, how do you find joy? How do you protect joy in the midst of chaos? And I'm happy to read some comments out as they come in. I also want to give a quick shout out to Romania, Christoph and his twin brothers. I met them about 6 years ago, budding entrepreneurs at that point, and it's amazing to see them growing, tall basketball player Romanians, and they say, happy birthday, buddy, exclamation. So thank you so much for the message. And again, from Dublin, got the Glorious Church International. Amazing. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you for making the time to say happy birthday. And yes, please let me know what your thoughts are on this question. Do we have any answers, Pratham? Okay, Jesse J. John says, it disappeared, Pratham. Here we go. My joy is God and my family. Having family around is pure joy. Yes, for everyone who is spending their self-isolation with their family, consider yourselves blessed. Because I know there's so many people that are in apartments and studios by themselves. And for everyone who's with family, think about those who are on their own, whether they're elderly or young. And please invite them to online games. Please invite them to be part of what you are doing. Check in on them, because this can be a really, really lonely time. Physically distance, but does not mean socially distance. So let's really connect and love people. Thank you, Jesse. Any other answers to that question? How do you find joy in the midst of chaos? Or where do you find joy in the midst of chaos? For those who are joining now in the second half of the show, I'd love to repeat my dad's answer. It was something we were talking over dinner time. And essentially, where we both agreed on this question is that joy is internal, happiness is external. Joy is fundamental, happiness is circumstantial. So if you give me a brand new phone, I'm happy because it's based on my circumstances. If you give me a good meal, I am happy because it's based on having a good meal. But joy is something deep inside. It is a being. It is a presence. It is an identity. It is an attitude of joy that regardless what happens, regardless what's happening in the world, regardless what's happening around us, regardless of what's happening in our family, in our friends, we will have an identity of joy. So I would challenge you guys this week as well. Try to find your own joy, not in what's happening around you, but just in yourself, within yourself. All right, let's hear some of the answers. Pratham, do we have some answers? So Kalpana says, meditation is the one thing that gives me a blissful feeling. The days are like magic. And I was expecting this long leave. Okay, so meditation is a great source of joy. Do we have others that have given some answers, Pratham? If you can pop those up. Cindy Betka, all the way in Nebraska. Thank you for watching. She says, my dog, my family, and connecting with you. And that is most certainly in priority order. Knowing Cindy, that is in priority order. Her dog, her family, and then me. But Cindy's amazing. She's like my Nebraska mom. And her son, Ty, was one of the guys that surprised me yesterday for my midnight birthday celebration. What other answers do we have? Or any other comments are coming in, Pratham, and then we're going to see if we can get no one more time. Otherwise, we'll just call it wraps for the day, and that is totally fine. Hopefully, we'll get her another time to sing for us. So we've got, happy birthday, Danny. God bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that message. And happy birthday from Evan and Dylan Messenger, whoop, whoop, watching on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Real one.
Hey.
So, my brother, thank you so much for being part of the show. And, you know, I like putting you on the spots. And I think last year you sang me happy birthday on WhatsApp. And to end the night, I am wondering, would you be able to sing me happy birthday? But hold on, because I need to check. We should have a cake. So I am going to call on my internal service called WhatsApp. I'm going to call my mom and see if she's got cake, because then we can all cut cake together and you can sing happy birthday for me. So stick around right there. This is also professional. Mom, is there any cake? Can you bring some cake, please? We're live. Okay, great. So Mom is going to bring some cake, but stay right there. I'm just going to have a few more messages. Lee, Lee was one of my camp counselor buddies, I want to say in New Hampshire. Is that correct, Lee? And so we spent 2 months working with kids in the juvenile system. So these are kids who had committed some crimes and they were released for 2 months to live on this island with us And so Lee and I'm pretty sure, Lee, that's how I know you, right? From New Hampshire. Govind says, working on a new hobby, which was otherwise a pipe dream. This extra time is so useful. Yes, this is a great time to spend on hobbies. This, like Real One who's here, he's spending his extra time. It's not extra time because he's working remotely, but he's carving out time to work on the piano, which is a hobby of his. And even though he's a phenomenal singer, I love that he's challenging himself to keep growing and learning, which is amazing. We've got a cake and we've got a candle. So Real One, if you will please do the honors and sing for us.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I'm gonna blow up my candles. I'm 2 years old. Hopefully we don't set off the alarm in here. And I'm going to do the cutting of the cake live on camera for all of you guys. And I'm going to, I know Real One, you want this. And if this was in real life, I would feed it to you, but it's not possible to do that. So I'm going to feed it to the most important people in my life. Pops, have a bite, and I'm going to feed it to you. Ta-da! Dropping the gold on the show. We had Mom yesterday. We had my dad today. And thank you so much, Real One.
Thank you.
There you go. A bite for you. Thank you guys so much. Real One, thank you for being on the show, man. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on joy and also for singing so beautifully for us. Expect some record deals. Actually, I know we'll have some news soon to share anyway on the show and celebrating you. So yes, my man. Thank you, Real One. Take care, buddy.
Have a good one.
And to all of you guys, Real One, you already have a request here. So Lee Ellison says, can I request this for my birthday in September? Well done, RJ. So there you go, man. You've already got a request to start singing for people's birthdays. Oh, here we go. David F says he should set up a Fiverr account where he sings happy birthday to people. I agree. This would be a great way for you to make some money. Just join people's calls and birthdays and then sing for them. Amy Barry, happy birthday, Dan. Thank you so much. I promise the show is not just going to be me eating chocolate cake, but it's so good. My mom is an amazing cook and amazing baker. Nicole says, happy birthday, DanRam. Guys, I want you to know, I appreciate and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, which is why everyone who's commenting, you will get a response from me. It's going to take longer than it has in previous years. I seem to know more people and I've acquired more friends, and therefore I'm that much happier and more joyful, but I also need that much more time. But I will respond to each and every one of you on Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. But thank you guys so much. If I can publicly say that, you guys bring me so much joy. I can't wait to be back on the road flying again so I can see you in different cities. But in the meanwhile, do know that I'll be on this daily live stream, daily, and hopefully bring you some amazing guests, hopefully bringing you some joy, hopefully bringing you some insights on how to not just survive, but to do this well. Because everything that happens in life, every season that happens for a reason. That's what I believe. And this is when true character is revealed. Who are you going to be in the midst of trials and tribulations? Who are you going to be in the midst of glory and of beauty? So I just want to thank my producer, Pratham, for helping out backstage. I want to thank Real One and for Nono for sharing their gifts. And I want to thank each and every one of you for making today really special. So thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow for another edition, and we're going to go even farther away for some major guests from the US. So do stay tuned. Just remember, today's a gift. Remember to start now, start simple. God bless. Take care. And good night.